They have 6 trillion in investment assets.
If you want a price target, I would say
today for the Bitcoin price. Dear ladies and gentlemen, I have here two legends. This gentleman, he has his own channel, amazing, really, he helped me with his studio. This gentleman bought Bitcoin for 67 cents or something, and we have some crazy news to share with you today about Bitcoin. What is likely to happen to Bitcoin in the immediate short term? What is likely to happen to the markets in the immediate short term? Something we do not really like to talk about, but something we feel obligated talking about. So let's get straight into it. And before we break the crazy news with the one and only Da Vinci, I wanted to ask this extremely intelligent gentleman, Maurizio from Mr. M podcast here, also about your prediction on the markets, about your prediction on Bitcoin, on the markets. Where do you see this whole thing going, especially within that year? And yeah, I really can't wait to pick your brain also. He can't wait to break it for you guys, seriously. Watch until the end. Anyways.
Okay, so short term, October was supposed to be a bullish month. On average, is the best month for Bitcoin, but so far it's not going according as planned. But we still have a few more days, so who knows? The best part of October statistically comes in the end. So I'm not losing hope just yet. When it comes to the market, I don't think 126 was the top, so I'm expecting a huge banana move still. But what could be interesting is for Bitcoin to break free from those 4-year cycles, because now we have institutions, we have different players in the market, and I think they like to play a different game. So I remain bullish, of course, until proven otherwise. Bitcoin is something I believe in, all my net worth is into Bitcoin, and even if there would be a correction in the short term, I will actually blast the correction because it's going to allow me to accumulate more. So overall, bullish. If you want a price target, I would say now until the next 6 months, 150 would be a decent number.
Oh, please, man, that would be nice.
Even better, but I don't think the bull market is over yet.
Yeah, I mean, before I go into his opinion, you really want to stick around for that one. I want to say, yes, statistically, usually it's foolish to say this time it's different. And if you want to look at what's more likely based on history, yes, we had 4-year cycles that would predict an all-time high in November or December. Yes, we had gold topping out, and historically gold tops out, and then afterwards Bitcoin rally. So many things are pointing towards that scenario. However, there is some economic data, economic news, and things which are pointing towards a potentially different scenario, a scenario I've been talking about on this channel also before. And I wanted to prick the brain of this extremely legendary, interesting, and intelligent human being sitting next to me, Da Vinci J15. I started making videos with him in November or December 2018. He bought Bitcoin at 67 cents, and he is an economic powerhouse as well. So I want to know from you, what do you expect for Bitcoin, for the markets now?
Well, I think in the next 2 months, we could see $200,000 for Bitcoin. Standard & Poor's mentioned it, and then a lot of the key players out there, Fidelity, right? 6 trillion in investment assets to go into all their customers want Bitcoin. And so where can they go? Well, they can go into the ETFs. They can go into a lot of different products out there. And so we can see a storm of people coming into Bitcoin, especially since, Trump has opened the floodgates to allowing these large institutions to actually start selling Bitcoin as a means of investment to their customers. So we could see a wave of new investors coming into Bitcoin and having the price pump heavily.
So we have a conclusion here on a potential banana move, whereas I think it is still very possible that a different scenario is coming into place with a short window of opportunity. I think this is a very likely scenario. And my earlier prediction of the year, where I said very likely we see an all-time high in end of Q2 or whatever, let it be Q3, might be falsified by that, and I would be very, very happy about that if we see the all-time high in November or December. One thing I think is for certain, there will be a recession if we are not in one already, and all we can hope, holding these Bitcoin bags, is that this recession translating into market prices will just happen by next year. I want to know from you guys, what do you think is your price prediction for this year? Are we going to see an all-time high or not? I will leave these gentlemen's links to their YouTube channel in the pinned comment down below, in the video description probably. And any last words to say before we are wrapping it up for today?
Jim Cramer is bearish on crypto and Bitcoin.
All
So
in.
What do you think?
That's bullish, right?
What do you think?
That's bullish. Let's pull up a tweet from him here as some bullish ending notes. Thank you so much for joining, and thank you so much for watching. We will see each other very soon at the next talk. I'm Mmcrypto as always, guys. As always, bye.